Da 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 da. Oi! Well, everyone else is finished in America. Let's see who's floating around over here in the down under. Be really good. Look at the camera. Is that the trick? I've been just having a bit of a play here. Check the brew. It's still bubbling. So looks like it's going to be another couple of days before I get the still going. But I've got it reasonably heat proof now. Speaking of which, I'll turn on. That's it there. Noisy old heater, but it's good. It's good. Very good. Very good in an oven. Cool bananas. Cool bananas. But anyway, no, I think I've got my little mini studio sorted up now. It's someone's bound to tell me if I've got things working. Shall we laugh about it? I don't know if that's working. I've got no idea. It could be. Could be. Shall we shoot him down? Meow! Hello, meow! How's it going? HVEE4. Is that heavy? He ain't heavy, he's my brother. Got a Mavic Air, I think, by the looks of things. Good little drone. It's all good. What have you been up to, meow? Is Jake floating around anyway? Cool bananas. Yes, cameras definitely add another £10, at least 20, could be £50 when you go on cam, but it's either that or I'm really, really skinny and I look really fat. But I know, you know, I am fat. But it's all good. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Oh, you got a Mini. I've heard good things about them and I've heard really, really bad things about them. But at the moment, because the new Mavic Air 2 is getting released tomorrow, they're trying to sell off all the old Mavic 2 ones, and $50 more gets you a Mavic Air instead of a Mavic Mini. But anyway, you love rainy weather. Well, nah. I'll turn the camera around through the dirty window, and there we go. Raining, and the leaves are changing. The leaves are changing. Oh, that's fixed it. Oh, chop my head off. Try that. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so I don't know. Dan the man. How's it going, Dan? What time is it over there? 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, midnight. Sweet crazy. Hey. Yeah, I've still got this bloody thing hooked up to a hotspot on my phone, and the phone's out near the window just to try and get 11 STN, standard time something. Claude told me to get a Mini. I travel for work. Yep, I've got to travel to Gore and do some health and safety stuff tomorrow and sign some pieces of paper to say that I'm going to abide to their keep away from everybody rule. And then on Wednesday, we've got a concrete pad to pour back here in my hometown for a brand new house that's getting built. So it's all good. Look at that. Lynn! You going to come up and scare the shit out of us? No? How's life in Invergiggle? Claude? Claude. Who's Claude? Claude? Oh, there we go. Must be warm in here. There's a dead mosquito. Was. Gone. Yeah. If you're caught between a Mini and a Mavic Air, they're selling them off cheap at the moment, I've heard, and for $50 more, you can get a Mavic Air. Personally, I'd go for the Mavic Air. I've had mine over a year now, and it has not let me down one bit. I've clipped treetops with it, and it hasn't fallen out the sky yet. Been close. Been very, very close, but yeah. Remy, how's it going, mate? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I can't play for shit, but I got one. It's all good. So I suppose if I do this, there we go. I forgot all about that, didn't I? Being a twat. I am a twat. I is a twat. Copy. And if I do that, everybody, there's 5 spaces available. That's in America, this registration thing, but it's the same as a car, isn't it? If the rules state that you got to get it registered, you get it registered, I suppose, but no. You're spot on. Cross-country truck driver, and thought a drone would be cool. Now, generally speaking, I'm a truck driver of a long time, and where you stop to get the drone out, there's generally bugger all people about anyway to tell you off. So, swings and roundabouts. Yeah, Mavic Air 2. I haven't heard anything about them yet, but if my old one, is good, I expect the Mavic Air 2 is going to be really fucking good. Excuse the French. So we have 7 people. Woohoo! Holomoto, how's it going, bud? Heavy's in the room, Dodgy's in the room, trucking along with Kersey's in the room, Dan's in the room, Chris White's in the room, Remy's in the room, Sweet Crazy's in the room, Lynette's in the room, Meow's in the room. It's all good. Ticking along. But if anyone wants to come up and talk crap with me, that's fine. Don't crash it. No, that's it. Don't crash it. But generally, you'd have to be doing something really silly to crash a GPS drone. Just pretend it's your good lady friend or your flash V8 hot rod car. You don't want to prang it on purpose. Drone Days, how's it going, bud? Yes, I know. No, we don't like the word crash, but we've seen lots of crashes. I spent from 96 to 2013 in the UK, and yeah, every day you'd see a complete write-off or death or strange looking cabs on the front of trucks where they've driven fair up the arse end of a flatbed and just cut it off. Not good. Yeah, I'm getting there. I've just made it heat proof. So I've got some old duvets and they're hanging up, keeping the warm air in and the cold air out. So, yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is.
What's up, man?
Yours is very much similar to mine.
I figured, hell, nobody else is going to join you. I'll hop in real quick.
That's cool. That's cool. You're in the workshop.
Yeah, I work tonight.
Bugger.
I'm making my coffee right now.
Diesel mechanic?
No. Industrial maintenance.
Oh, cool.
I'm a welder and electrician, all kinds of cool shit like that.
Fabricator and...
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's broken, you can generally fix it.
That's what I'm supposed to do. Some days I'm like, yeah, y'all do it. I can't.
Yeah, it's 3:30 on Monday afternoon here, so...
Yeah. 10:30 at night.
Oh, there we go. You on the West Coast, are you?
Right Central America, right in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, right, smack bang in the middle. You're landlocked.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Yeah, well, being in the deep south of New Zealand, if we're in the middle of the island, we're generally only an hour and a half drive either way to get to the coast.
Yeah.
But from the top to the bottom of the South Island, it's like 13, 14-hour drive. She's long and thin.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. Let's see. That's a 13-hour drive. Let's see, from my house to the coast of California, it's right at about 25, 26 hours.
Yep.
And then to the East Coast, it's a little bit less, but not very much. I'm almost dead center in the United States, like north, south, east, west.
Yeah. So is it reasonably dry where you are, or does it get...
We're running into our rainy season is now, as I live right in the middle of Tornado Alley. So I usually see about 25 to 30 tornadoes a year. And we're running right into rainy season. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to start raining here after a while. So I'm in a portion of not being able to get to ride my Harley.
Yeah.
Very much. And it sucks here. But I wouldn't leave. I love it.
Yeah, my mate Richie bought a brand spanking new Indian Chieftain Classic just before Christmas.
Yeah.
He did 3,000k on it, which is, I don't know, 2.3 thousand bloody miles, I suppose. I don't know. But on the way home, he got caught piggy in the middle between a Harley and another Harley, and he was sort of squashed in the middle. The guy that came in last was coming in too hot, and he couldn't stop in time, so he punched Richie forward, hit the next bike, and Richie, only being a tiny wee fella, he went clean over the handlebars and over the Armco railing and heading down the bank to the river. So he broke bones in both hands and did... What did he do? $15,000 worth of damage on the brand spanking new Indian. They're getting it fixed.
Ugh.
So it hasn't even gone in for its first service yet.
Oh, Lord, no. I mean, not at that many miles. No.
No, but it's in the shop, and he's itching to get out and go for a blade on it and see how heavy the clutch is, so his left hand can bloody squeeze the trigger.
Right. Warbeard John out in California, one of my good friends, he just got the Indian Dark Horse, I believe it is. I don't know much. And The last bike he had was a Triumph, or no, it was an Indian. No, I think it was a Triumph, but he got hit on that bike, and he just got a Dark Horse last summer, and didn't have it. I don't know how long he had it. It wasn't very long, and he got hit again, destroyed it.
Oh shit! How's it going, Rob? Throttle Down Under. Fancy that.
Throttle Down Under. I seen him in a chat the other day.
Yeah. No, it's cool. We'll put this in again and see if anyone else wants to come up and talk shit with him. Or
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I got a little while before I have to go do some real work, so. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you, work in a factory, or you just do maintenance from your workshop?
Actually, it's an asphalt factory where we make asphalt for roadways, but we also we don't just make asphalt. Like we have the I can't say the word, proprietary of roadwork oil in Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, just all around us. Everybody wants oil, they got to come to us to get it. So it's actually quite big.
The funny thing is, my brother actually owns an asphalting firm that actually lays the stuff over in Australia.
Yeah, really.
He built it up from nothing. They had an old clapped out roller, an old clapped out paver, and it must be 15 years has gone by, and I've got 2 brand new pavers, 4 brand new rollers, their own low loader and factory and the whole shooting box now. Yeah, and he's just bought an old derelict pub up in Northern Territory as his retirement project. So, and he's 50. He'll be 49 next month. He'll be 50 next year. And he said, "That's it. At 50, I'm retiring." Lucky bastard.
Yep. I mean, if he can do it, I don't blame him.
Yeah. Hats off to him.
Yeah.
He's done.
A lot of people don't realize how much money there is into asphalting. There's a lot of money in it. I mean, everybody needs road work done.
Did you hear something funny? You know, like all these quantity surveyors go out with their little meter stick going around measuring how long it is or whatever. My brother doesn't do that. He just steps it out and then doubles it and then puts the price on.
If it works.
It works.
Yeah, can't be mad at him if it works.
Yeah. No, he's done all right. He's his reputation for asphalt staying on the ground is pretty good. So
yeah,
he got that when they were doing the new Melbourne bypass. He was on the night crew, and they used to drill test the asphalt and take it away, or core sample. They'd take it away and get a compacting test or whatever they do. The day shift, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but they had to dig up every patch of the day shift stuff and lay it again.
Oh, they didn't lay it right.
They didn't do it properly, no. And today with all this new tar and that, you can't be pissing around laying asphalt or tar seal in the rain.
No, I mean, you're not supposed to, but like it depends on what, because see, like here, we've been working. Yeah, laminate, yeah. And see, I don't know all the rules there where you guys are in New Zealand, but like in America,
it doesn't change. It doesn't change. It's like wiping your ass. It's the same everywhere in the world.
Right. Well, I know here in America, like California, a lot of stuff that we used to make and ship there, we're not allowed to make it and ship it there anymore. They've changed a lot of guidelines and rules for California. The rest of the United States is starting to pick up on that. So we're actually losing business on that, having to stop that because it was one of our biggest money makers. So now we're switching over to something else, and we've actually been working with Japan, and they've been coming here on a coal tar mix that you can lay in the rain.
Yeah,
and it works great for potholes right now. As far as laying road work, we haven't tried it yet because nobody's willing to give us a shot to try it.
I've got bags of that cold mix asphalt for potholes over here, and they throw it on the hole and they compact it the best they can.
Right.
Next 2 trucks that go over it, mate, all that asphalt's bounced out. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can't beat the hot stuff.
No, hot's always going to be the way to go. Always.
Yeah. So what you need to do is get a wheelbarrow with its own heating plant on it and its own heavy lump of metal to push it in and spread it, and then just get a roller and come behind it and pack it on the ground. You want a one-man band mini one that you can just do for potholes.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Load the wheelbarrow up with it and let it spread it. So I'm sure there's heaps out there. Christ, you get 800 kilo bloody mini diggers, don't
you? Yeah.
But anyway.
You guys are rolling into fall season, aren't you?
Yeah, I was just showing you, buddy. Focus, focus, focus. There you go. The golden color.
Yep, there it is.
Blue gums in the foreground, Macrocarpa, and English elm or whatever it is over there. But anyway.
Yeah, it's about that time, yeah, because we're running into spring season, which is our really bad stormy weather time.
Yeah.
Real bad floods around here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we've had some really good floods beginning of the year.
Yeah. I remember hearing about a lot of that. You guys had some really bad ones.
Yeah. If it's not earthquake, it's bloody floods. At least we don't get tornadoes.
Yeah.
Tsunamis, and where we are, sort of in the middle of the bottom of the South Island, there's mountain ranges, mate. No tsunami's going to get us here. No way. But yeah.
Yeah, I got a few Australian friends. I only got a couple from New Zealand.
Yep. No, I've sort of been hanging around the motorcycle guys because Spike's got a drone and that, and
well, that's where I started following you from, was Spike's.
Yeah. But I'm just whatever I see fit goes on YouTube, you know, like someone says, "Oh, do some of the alpacas." So I flew the drone around the alpacas. I was getting like that far away from them with the drone, noisy bloody Mavic Air.
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they sort of just casually walk around. They don't give a shit.
I think my last good drone video I put up was the lake right by my house. Wasn't last winter, it was the winter before last. I got a Spark, and I don't fly it as often as I should, but I actually did just order 2 new batteries and a new battery charger set and some new props, because I actually did wreck mine. If anybody wants to know how to wreck one, I can show you. I put it in sport mode, and I was flying it real fast close to the ground, and I didn't pull up in time and hit the ground. Ooh. But the lake was about half frozen, and I flew it over, and there's geese everywhere. And I flew it down there with those geese. They got pretty scared. They started kind of getting away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, where I live, the land goes up ever so slightly, like uphill.
Yeah.
And you're flying along, following a tractor or whatever, and then, oh shit, the ground's getting a bit close. You forget to get on.
And if you put it in sport mode, you don't have any of those ground sensors turned on.
No.
Not going to automatically correct.
Yeah, I'm usually up about 100 feet before I stick her on sport mode.
Yeah. I was just trying some shit out, showing my daughter how cool my drone was, and then I wreck it in front of her.
Home bees, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. It's raining outside, and talking to Holomoto. Sounds very Japanese. Holomoto.
Yeah.
What's happening with you, home bees? Or should I say, am I allowed to say Karen? Oh, he just kicked me in the ass.
Yeah, they started following me from.
It's night time.
What's up?
Your microphone's very good, Dan.
Thank you. You like that?
It's very crystal clear coming through my speakers in the cave.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I finally got smart and started purchasing Sony phones instead of all the normal regular phones.
Well, that's what I was kind of curious, because I haven't been on a live stream since I just got this new iPhone 11 Max Pro. So I was kind of curious how it was going to work on here, because my last iPhone didn't work very good on StreamYard.
Don't get me wrong. I barely have any LTE network right now, so I have no clue how long I'll be able to hang with you, but I'll do my best.
Well, I must admit that microphone is very, very good. I can't see jack shit through the camera, so the camera's crap.
I'm walking in the dark right now. That would be why.
Oh, there we go. I'm always in the dark anyway. Nothing new there.
Street light. I think you can see that, yeah.
Well, Holomoto, if my old Note 8 can handle StreamYard okay, your S11 will do a piece of piss.
Yeah, I mean, because my last one was the 10XS. It was more audio problems than anything else, and then connection. I had real bad connection with it.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, go to the 11 Max. It's way better. So I was like, it's still iPhone. It still runs the same programming. How does it better?
Well, the Note 8 that I've got won't upgrade to the next software update.
Yeah.
They're trying to phase them out, so I don't really know what to go with next. I've had a good run with Samsung. My Note 4 is still going, and it's, 6 years old now?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's really dark out here. Not much light. Oh my god, dude! You know what that tasted like?
Chili.
Cat litter.
Cat litter. What are you doing? Fucking eating cat shit, mate? Fucking hell.
No idea, man.
I was gonna ask you, whose ass you been eating, bro?
Bro, I'm telling you. You ever had just a burp that doesn't taste like anything that you ate? I just had one. It happens every once in a while. You're like, oh, what the fuck? I don't understand what combination made that platter. What? You know? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Come on, Kiwi. You missed me. You missed the sense of humor. You don't hang out anymore, bro.
I know, because I've been sleeping in just about every day of the 4 weeks that we've had off. And tomorrow, I've got to be at work for 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's all going to be, I'll be getting my beauty sleep. And then when I get home, it's just because you're in fucking Florida, mate. So if you're in Australia, it wouldn't be a problem.
Bro, don't talk shit about my palm trees, man. That's fucked, man. Don't talk about your ruse. Jeez.
Ruse is a color red, isn't it? It's French for red. Ruse.
He knows I like to mess with him because I do the same thing to Kunert too. He knows that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm telling you.
It's like Outback's been giving me shit about. He calls me alpaca and I call him sheep. So it's the thing. He's sheep shagger and I'm alpaca shagger. So there we go.
Dude, how come when I push chat, I can't see everybody's chat? All I can see is the private chat.
I think they changed it.
That's because you're on StreamYard.
Yeah.
No, because it was doing it before, but you could actually read the actual YouTube comments. Now it looks like they've changed it.
They changed it. I noticed they had an update the other day, so they changed it.
Fuck if I know. I don't know. Only I can see freaking what's going on in the chat.
That's ridiculous, sir. Ridiculous.
It's fucking StreamYard for you.
Yeah.
Go back to Hangouts. I miss it.
Dude, I miss Hangouts too, bro.
Yeah, Hangouts was way too good.
Oh, here's one for you. What the fuck's Hangouts?
Bro, don't even start that. What's up, Thug Life? Y'all heard that? That's Thug Life right there.
Didn't hear it.
So, Kersey, what it is that how you pronounce your name? Kersey? What sort of truck do you drive? It's all about trucks.
Dude, if I drove a big rig, I would talk like Steve. You know who I'm talking about?
Steve.
That dude's like, I know my rights. I know my rights. I just go around and just act like Steve, drunk Steve.
Drunk Steve, no.
Don't know that.
Huh?
Don't know that one.
But seriously, go on YouTube when you get a chance and look up Steve, I know my rights. He gets caught doing the dumbest stuff ever. He always like tries to drive to the store in weird, like heavy equipment, like one of those lifts that has like tile wheels. And he tries to drive to the store, and the police pull him over, and he's always drunk and got a case of beer with him.
He's got one of those. What are those mountable forklifts on the back of his truck?
Yeah. And he's just driving it around, going to the store, telling the cop he's going to get beer. What?
Dan, Kersey wants to know, do I need to buy anything else?
No, it comes with everything you need to start flying right out of the box.
There you go.
It even has a very, very unique mode called Toss and Go, where you can just be on a boat and just throw your drone and it'll automatically start flying the moment it's detected it's been tossed.
Yeah, there's a lot of blokes out there with tossers.
Yes.
FPV pilots are tossers, aren't they?
Which drone?
But anyway,
which drone is that?
So I'm a huge fan of the Bebop 2, even though it's been out for like 3 years. It's such a fantastic drone because it can constantly be modified. I don't know if you know about the LTE mod stuff that you can do to it, but you can give it unlimited range by running off cell towers instead of pinging Wi-Fi.
Right.
You can ping towers instead. So you would be operating the drone under a cellular call instead of using Wi-Fi or, OcuSync or Lightbridge technology, any one of the above. You can actually connect it to an LTE phone call. Right. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
So Kersey has got a 53-foot fridge trailer. The biggest one I drove was a 40-footer in the UK, but I had what was it, a 65-foot rig truck and trailer over here that was a fridge, but it was a 5-axle trailer and a 4-axle truck. Nice. Fridge curtain rider, which was a lot of fun.
I feel weird just standing in some dude's driveway down the road. I should probably move.
I was transporting all the Cadbury's chocolate from the South Island to the North Island.
Oh, dude, I'm fat. Why you got to talk about chocolate?
You're fat. Look at me.
Oh, bro, don't you know I'm on a diet right now?
Yes. I was on a keto diet, but I'm missing it, so I have to go back on it. It was so much easier because the shops were shut and you only allowed 2 of everything.
Yeah.
Dude, you know you're fat when you start doing Kit Kat math. When you're like, Kit Kats are great by yourself, but when you're with like 5 or more people, Kit Kats are not fun to buy.
I haven't bought a Kit Kat for donkey's ages. Is that why it tastes like kitty litter?
Yeah, probably.
It's chocolate, mate.
Probably, man.
Indigestion, reflux, tastes like chocolate.
Cat litter. I love chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a natural aphrodisiac, my friend.
Oh, there we go. You drive team, a bit like Australia. Unless you are in Australia. There we go. Quite possibly. Because they've got big trucks in Australia.
So when are you coming to visit your homeboy in America, bud?
Who?
What do you mean, who? Me.
When you come to visit me? It's safer here than your place.
Listen,
hell.
bro, I'm going to do it. I'm just broke, so I'm going to float a raft over there, all right? I'm going to be really hungry and thirsty when I get there, okay?
That's a tiki bar, mate, not a tiki boat.
I wasn't even going to go that route. I was going to go cheap, bro, and buy an Intex floatable bed. I travel in
could do that.
style, bro.
Or do one better again and get one of those inflatable spa pools.
There you go. Now we're talking. Use my underwear as a sail. I got this, bro.
Nah, you got your bebop too, mate. Just a bit of 20-pound fishing line on it, and it can tow you wherever you want to go.
Oh, exactly. Now we're thinking, bro.
Solar powered.
See what happens when we put our heads together, man.
Wave
I'll be there
generator.
in about 6 months. I figure that's,
Wave generator to charge your phone.
Exactly. You got it all figured out, man. I'm on my way. It's going to be messed up. I'll be passing the immigrants going this way, waving at them like, sorry, I'm trying to go that way.
Did that work?
I got to go to work.
Okay, mate. You better go back to work.
Exactly. All right. I'll talk to y'all later on. Thanks for letting me
No worries, mate. You have a good evening.
I'll do my best. You too. Good luck at going back to work tomorrow. Have fun.
Cheers for calling in, mate.
All right, man. Later on.
Toodles.
Adios. You gone.
I don't know how long I'm going to last either, man. My phone's down to 21%. I'll ride it until about 15, and then it's toast.
I know exactly how you feel. My one's getting old now. It's 2.5 years old, my old Note 8. And still haven't had the battery swapped over yet. So
I'm just lazy and don't charge my phone ever.
Yeah, I got mine. I'll show you. There's my phone sitting over there on that old rock. Plugged in.
Nice. Classy.
There's the still.
Gave up your pet rock for a pet phone instead?
Well, that rock has got some sentimental value because when the wife and I come to New Zealand to see if she liked the place or not back in 2012, we're standing at Bruce Bay on the west coast, and people write things on rocks and leave them on the side of the road. And my foot happened to be right beside that rock there, and they had a quote on it. So we brought it home, and I put the old Vivid over the top of it again and varnished it, sealed it, and it's still sitting there. So
very nice.
So yeah, it's all good.
I think I'm gonna walk back to my truck and try to plug my phone in, see how much longer I can get out of the battery.
Yeah, no worries at all. How's it going, Mark? Mark at Hung Bees.
Yeah, Kiwi, I miss you, man. Used to be fun having those long conversations on Discord.
Yeah. Have you found the direction you want to go yet, Dan?
I am. I'm a hobbyist. I just do whatever I want to, bro.
Right.
Nothing's changed about the way I do things.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so easy. It's so easy to give into the hype train and just grow your channel based on trending topics. Anybody can do that, but to be an original personality and grow because of your originality instead, I think I want to choose the rougher road on this one.
I don't choose any road. I just do my road. And if people like my road, then they can travel along with me. You know what I mean?
See, that is the road that I chose. I always wanted to do it myself. I didn't want to rely on trending topics. I wanted people to like me for me and the things I have to offer. You know?
Yeah. It's quite funny. You throw one of those titles into your video or whatever, and everybody clicks on it. It's like clickbait. And it's funny just to see the difference, you know, whatever. I don't care. Don't care. I'm 50 and I don't care.
I'm 32 and I don't care.
Oh, that's good. Hello, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm 120 and I don't care.
Oh, it's Mike B up in the heezy.
Just like the good old days.
It is, man. We're bringing back the good old days. See how this works? Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you. See you walking the streets.
Hey,
you got any customers yet? You staying on street corner? What are you doing?
Bro. I am. I got my leg out and everything. I'm like, check out all this. I just shaved it too. What's good?
You got your fishnet stockings on or
Oh
what?
yeah, bro. So you gotta go big or go home, man. Be classy.
There you go.
Mad. Total madness.
No, I saw Kiwi was live. I figured I had to come check him out.
Yeah. I just finished watching the arse end of Mitch's live stream talking politics and that at the end. And he went an hour over what he should have done. And he says, I better quit now. So he did. I thought, bugger it. It's mid-afternoon. I'll give it a go and see if anyone's out there.
People are out there.
Drone Days is in the house and Mark's in the house.
What's good, home slice?
Kersey's 45 and will run over anyone who does care. There we go. What's that song, Mike? Something crack corn and I don't care.
Jimmy did it, bro. It was Jimmy.
Jimmy crack corn.
Jimmy crack corn.
That's it.
And you know what? Jimmy doesn't care.
Hey, Mark, you're a state trooper, and I don't really give a shit if she's cheating or not. I'm a New Zealand mate.
God damn, dude. Take it easy, guy.
Lots of people are cheating, but that's all part of these other channels where they just talk shit all the time. It's just a total shit all the time. But anyway.
Hype train. Hype train.
Yes. So what have you been up to, Mike?
Oh, not much. Just trying to get along, trying to keep from getting sick and all that other crap. And my old lady's out there every day working because she's an essential employee. So
yeah,
I don't know. She, I'm more worried about her than I am myself. So
yeah, my wife's been working every day since the lockdown too, but she's working from home. So yeah, there we go.
Well, they gave her some paperwork and crap when this first started that essential employee paperwork in case you got stopped by the cops or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't
they tell what the uniform they're wearing? Can't these cops tell by the uniform these essential workers are wearing?
Well, the paperwork she's got it came from Homeland Security. It's stamped with that on it. It's got stamps on it from Secretary of Defense and all that other crap.
Right.
I don't know, I mean, she's good to go, if she needs to go somewhere, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like she's been stopped, or I haven't really heard of anybody being stopped local to be questioned about it, but so I don't know. I don't know if it's really a problem to begin with.
There's always a first for everything, man.
That's right. And then you're not a virgin anymore.
Oh.
Mark says, sorry guys, wrong content. What? I don't understand what you're talking about, Mark. There is no right or wrong content. It's just everything, anything and everything.
What would he like to talk about? Let's ask him what he wants to talk about.
Mark, what would you like to talk about? Do you want to come up and ask, or no? Yes? No? Have we scared him off?
Schnitz.
No. Delaware and PA, they're stopping only local people, not on interstates. Well, there you go. Which is logical. Keep the country moving.
Ba-boom. Take that. Logic.
And the only other, if you break down on an interstate or a motorway, the only other person that's going to stop is someone to help you. And if you're driving a 53-foot truck, you stand at that end of the truck and I'll stand at the other end. Sorted. But anyway.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I know. Oi.
No, I've been wanting to get out here and fly, man, but it's either raining or gale force winds over here. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It just ain't in the cards for me to get out there and fly.
Same thing with me, man. I've been fighting the weather a lot lately.
Well, I took the drone up to finish off that alpaca one that I did yesterday, and it was gusting really good. And the wee Mavic Air just, what wind, you know?
Hey,
it's going like this, but
Kiwi.
Camera's straight ahead. What?
Kiwi. I'm not getting any of your updates at all. I'm not getting any notifications for your channel. Nothing.
Really?
Yep. You
What's
didn't happen to change your channel settings to kids friendly content, did you?
Oh shit, no. Do you really think so?
Well, no, I get it, but I'm saying maybe you should double check because it won't send notifications if you're set for kid friendly content. Whenever you upload a video now, you have to answer the questions. You can't.
The only thing I changed was I went into Google Chrome and got the go-to channel now. So it turns your highlighted people in the chat green or yellow or whatever color you want to change it to, so you can go straight to their channel. Because what they do, they took the bloody go to channel button away off in chat, didn't they, bastards?
Those losers.
No, I got a notification for Kiwi, so I'm good at mine.
I'm not getting
it. I'll change them. You still hear me and see me in that, don't you? Yeah.
The only way I knew you were live is by pushing my subscriber list. It shows me whoever.
Sorry, here we DRONEWAR. Drone Warship. He's got 15, 16 pounders on the front.
Boom.
There we go. Drone Warship. He's got doctor's, professor's hairdo and his goggles on, and it says subscribe. Look at that. Someone's unsubscribed me. There you go.
See what I'm saying? It's weird what YouTube is doing, bro. It's like if you don't weather the person's channel daily, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh, you must not be interested anymore. So we'll just go ahead and just unsubscribe you for you. We'll do it for you as a favor.
Yeah.
Really strange, man. I'm getting really tired of how YouTube does things.
Talked about trucking. What's your background? My background in trucking, I got my class 5 or class 1, depending on which country you're in, way back in 1994 when I was a young pup of about 24, I suppose it was. And yeah, I've been driving on and off New Zealand, Australia, Europe, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England. Haven't done anything in the States, but I've driven just about every type of truck you can think of, every make of truck, from freight shakers to Peterbilts to Kenworths to Max, Volvos, DAFs, etc., 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 etc. And it's funny, you jump into a different truck and then you go, click, oh, I'm driving a Volvo, so you know exactly what to do and you know where all the switches are. It's funny as hell, but how many Ks I've driven in my trucking career, I don't even want to go there. I've lost count. But I'm probably another 40 kilos heavier.
Boom. Stick
Too
that
much fast food and pies and shitty food. Class A, yeah. In England, it's class 1. Over here, it's class 5 in New Zealand. So it just depends on where you are in the world. But the biggest mindfuck road that I've ever driven was from Sydney, or from Perth to Sydney and back. And I doubled up, had another chap doing what Kersey's doing. 2 in the cab, 1 sleeping, 1's driving. And that took 3 days. non-stop, more or less, to go from Perth to Sydney, a day to unload, reload, and then another 3 days back. So that's a complete week away.
Don't forget.
Hey,
don't forget
don't
the
forget.
special. Go ahead.
No, don't forget to what?
Don't forget the special stops you had to make to pick up the lot lizards.
The lot lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you get rock spiders over there in Florida?
I don't know if a rock spider has anything to do with a lot lizard.
I don't know, but Smitty knows. Outback knows. How's it going, guys?
How many lot lizards you had there, Kiwi?
No, rock spider. That's like calling someone probably the nastiest thing you could ever be called if you call someone a rock spider.
Oh boy, you should look up lot lizard.
Probably means the same thing.
I don't know. I can't quite grasp what a rock spider is.
I can't either, man.
Right, okay, rock spider. As far as the definition of a rock spider that I was given is you can't get any lower than a rock spider because he lives under a rock.
Oh, well, this is more along the lines of a chick that'll suck your for 50 cents.
That's something completely different.
In America, we call them lot lizards.
Yeah. What's the dress up? What's the
that?
dress up? What's it? I don't know, Outback. What are you talking about? What dress up? Shouldn't it be dress off? You got a kiwi stuck between her tits.
That's awesome.
Woohoo! Kiwi. See, that's a kiwi, not a bloody Chinese gooseberry.
Oh, dude, Mike, no.
M&M's.
Mike.
Fudge brownie. That's
Fudge
shit M&M's. That's a fudge brownie.
They're good.
How dare you, bro?
They're good.
I'm
Hey,
about to
Mike.
drive to the store now.
That looks very
Manamana.
very vivid.
Manamana. Manamana.
Oh, Dad, I've got everybody's friend from the 70s here.
Oh boy. Look at this guy.
Boom, boom.
Oh gosh, there's Mike with the silly robot.
Yeah. So what's that, Mike? Is that your mascot for your motorbike?
Yeah.
So what's his name?
Hell, I don't know. What do you want to call him?
Fred.
D. Let's call him D's.
D's?
Nah,
With
Mark,
D's nuts?
Mark's
D's nuts.
no, Mark's a state trooper. You can't call him that.
These
Spark.
nuts supported life on your chin.
Sparky.
Oh gosh, we're reliving the old times, gentlemen.
Indeed. We've got a good crack of people in here. Who else wants to come up on panel channel?
Yeah, don't be pussies. Get up here.
Oh,
Does that work?
Brat. Oh shit. You know what I was thinking of? Like an 80s porno when that started playing.
We'll give you some Indian then.
You have too much time on your hands, Kiwi.
I got far too much time. Smitty Outback, do you remember the cassette from the early 80s called 12th Man? I found the CD and I've got it somewhere. Would, but they're not my sunglasses. They're my nostrils.
Mm-hmm.
Zinc. Zinc's good. Try selenium as well. Selenium is good.
This is for your immune system.
Debbie does Dallas. We're the same age. That's the problem, isn't it, Smitty? Like the Victorian police, shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah, but wasn't that a lot to do with the chopper era in the 80s?
Well, don't
Not
be
much.
talking about the 80s, man.
Oh, you're only a pup then.
Hey, 80s hair bands were in, bro. Flock of Seagulls.
What were you? 87?
Hey.
87?
Calm
You were
down.
hatched in 87?
Calm down, guy.
I was just leaving high school in 87.
Hey. You were out when Twisted Sister was killing it.
Twisted Sister, yes. Oh, we had some good music back in the 80s.
Bro.
Shit.
Was Twisted Sister even hot over in your area?
Yeah, we had both American and European and English. So we had the best of everything. And we had Kiwi and Aussie as well.
Heck, you were probably even getting
AC/DC.
Yeah, oh, bro. AC/DC, Angus? Yeah, now we're talking.
Midnight and
Leonard Skinner.
The Who?
The Who. Now we're talking, bro.
Zepp, Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah, bro. Queen.
Waters. I suppose Outback he says I got a really good vinyl collection. I'll go and get it.
There is people I couldn't get into, man. I really couldn't get into the Beatles at all.
Me neither. They never did much for me.
I didn't find their music riff to be that catchy like everybody else did. I couldn't understand I don't know, man. It just sounded really weird, strange music to me.
It's English. It was pop music. And then in 69 they sort of, is that what you saw Outback? Pommy proofs or pommy puffs? Here's one for everybody. Everybody will know this one.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Here's one
from boys.
Here's one from before Dan was born.
Well, most of it's going to be before I was born. I'm telling you, man, I was a huge fan of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. 90s really took a turn, and then 2000s just went to shit.
Pink Floyd.
Music really dive bombed coming out of the 90s, going into the 2000s. There's not much I can listen to today that makes me tap my foot.
Well, you haven't listened to Led Zeppelin, have you?
Well, I'm talking about back in the day, music was music. The stuff that we have now is garbage.
No doubt.
Anyone recognize this one?
I don't know. I'm staring at a
Morse
image.
Morse code on there. It's all Morse code. What Roger Waters?
Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay. Skinner. Oh, Pink Floyd. Okay.
Here's an American one.
Hendrix. Okay, Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix, bro. That guy could make a guitar sing.
Bob Marley.
Damn, Skippy. I never got into too much Marley either. A little bit of his stuff, but not a lot of it. No woman, okay.
Cheech and Chong.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Mexican Americanas don't like beaners. No, they don't.
Here's one for Outback.
Was that ABBA?
Oh, dude, was that ABBA?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have a decent collection, don't you?
Well, it's only some of it. I've still got another big pile over there. And 45s as well. Here's one for Mike.
Swing.
Here's another one for Outback.
Okay. ABBA. All right.
Are you really calling it ABBA?
I like some ABBA stuff.
You're pronouncing it weird, Mike.
ABBA.
It's ABBA.
ABBA.
That's what I always called it, was ABBA.
Right, that was modern Romance, whatever the fuck that is. Another one for Mike.
I missed that one.
Right. How do you not have anything from Queen in there, bro?
I haven't got anything from Queen.
Oh my God, Queen was so amazing.
It was.
Rolling Stones.
Here's another one for Outback.
I can't read that. I'm on my phone, so
that's what I am. I'm looking at like a half an inch image.
Nana Muscori. But anyway, that's some of them.
Were you not a fan of Queen, Kiwi?
Yes. I've got it
Well,
all
how do
on.
you not own one Queen record, man?
Because I haven't got any. You know how much these things cost?
Oh, bro, I have a whole box in there full of them too.
I got all that Hendrix and Floyd and Roger Waters and Dire Straits and all that. I paid $50 for it, and I got a score. So there we go. XU1. Yeah. What's an XU1, Dan?
Yeah. What's what?
What's an XU1?
I have no idea. An off-brand drone?
Fighter plane. XU1 was a buddy. Wasn't it one of those bloody jet things that broke the speed of Mach 5 or some fucking thing?
No idea, man.
I've forgotten his name. But anyway, XU1's a Holden Toronto. Ted Murray. Ted Bundy gang. Oh, well.
I just started listening to Adam Sandler again. I forgot, man. He was actually pretty decent at music in the early 90s. He had some weird songs, but then again, so did Jack Black.
Smitty. Remember when stubbies were this big? And then I've gone, that's a new one. This is from the 80s. Still got beer in it.
Well, pop the top and drink it. You won't do it.
No.
They'd probably kill him on the spot, man.
I'll give you $50. You crack that top and drink it.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Because that's going back up here.
Ah, You heard that, Mike. That was a legit offer, bro.
I heard it.
There's a long neck stubby from fucking 1921.
Oh yeah, hell, I'll give you $100 track top and swig that sucker.
I'll try it.
Gone.
That was easy. See you later, Outback. Gotta go. Gonna do an interview with the father-in-law. Cool bananas. I'm looking forward to that one.
You're not as bad as Captain Cook. I only had to buy the tarantula for him to eat it. Remember that?
I don't know.
Poor Captain. I felt so
This is-
bad making him eat a
This is
tarantula.
screw top, right? You seen the bottle opener? Everybody
What's
seen
that?
the bottle opener? Bottle opener. Screwdriver.
They were?
Nice.
Question.
What did you say?
No, that's a Kiwi rugby question. Edinburgh pub. There we go.
What are you about to drink there, Kiwi?
Hey,
What are you about to drink there?
the last full bottle of the beer I got my name put on.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Hell yeah. What's the percentage on that puppy?
4.5, I think.
Hmm.
4. There we go. 4%.
Oh, light beer. Don't come to America.
See you out back. Cool bananas. So what else is happening, Dan?
I'm just
Going to bed?
Huh?
Going home? Heading to bed?
No, I'm already sitting in my driveway, bro. I just got on here to talk to you.
How's the pickup going anyway?
It's going in for a fuel pump and some other stuff here pretty shortly.
And what happened to the Mitsubishi?
Oh, you mean the Mazda?
No, the Mitsubishi.
Oh, the Endeavor. Yeah, that thing, I could never get it running, man. She cracked it into a tree, and I think it set something off, but I don't know, man. I did everything I possibly could. It just did not want to reset the fuel pump. I replaced the kill switch. I just finally gave up on it. I didn't want to make a huge investment in something that I wasn't going to get back, you know?
Yeah. And what happened to the 6?
What's that?
Mazda 6, didn't you have?
No, I had a Mazda 3. I donated that to a girl who needed a car.
Yeah. I've done that before too.
Mm-hmm. Mike was there for all that. He was. We did a whole YouTube video about giving the car to the girl. Then after that, I went down and bought the truck off Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of those 12 valves, isn't she?
What's that?
Your Dodge, isn't it? Dodge Ram?
No, this is a Dakota.
Dodge Dakota.
It's a Dakota. That's
What's
not
the-
bad, man. I put
All
about
American beers like making love in a canoe.
I put about
Fucking-
3,000 miles on it in a month. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Do you want to come up, Smitty? Dare you? Double dare you?
Double dog dare you, bro.
I can't be here drinking alone. I've only got one more left that's full.
You won't do it, bro. You don't have a balls.
Oh, Smitty's going. We've scared him off. Look at that.
Smitty's like, TGV, bitches.
Smitty gone. Bye-bye, Smitty.
Oh, I saw your post earlier. Is that what he gave you a copyright strike for? Was that video of him doing Knuckles Steve?
Yeah.
What was this?
That had to be embarrassing for him to turn that in for a copyright strike.
Oh, you know it was. I was just having fun too. I'm still having fun. I just want him to remind him I'm always there, bro.
I didn't know what to do because when I was doing the old video of the man cave the other day, I had Midnight Oil and Police playing in the background. So I just put the music in the description just to say who it was and all this sort of thing. I don't know if that's good enough or not, but it's still there. Don't know.
I guess they got over it, huh?
Yeah, I hashtagged them and all this bullshit. I don't know how. I still don't know how it all works. But anyway, Tikamoto. What's up? Oh, it's it's a Monday afternoon here, and I just cracked a beer, and I was going to have one with Smitty, but he has to go, and it's only 2:30 where he is. So the pub's not even open. So he's been doing a bit of editing himself. But it's all good. It's all good. We've got 9 people in the chat.
Who all's in here?
Well, I don't know. How do you find out who's all in here?
You gotta look, man. You gotta open up your YouTube page and see who's in here.
I don't think they're being very chatty is the problem.
Yeah, they're not very chatty.
No, we're just entertaining them. That's our job, boys.
You gotta do a giveaway. Announce that you're gonna give something away.
Oh, I've got a Spates cap, and it's got a question answer quiz thing on the back of it. I can send that anywhere in the world. So
there
first comment will get it.
Now wait a minute. Did you ever get that thing from Mel?
Yeah. Here it is. I got it on Christmas Eve. And it cost $40, and I sent him $40 in bloody super chats to help him get here. And he was worried about the postage. I give up. But yeah, there it is there.
There it is.
Woo. It's actually quite good too.
Well, already.
Right. We're going to get some feedback. There we go.
Somebody wants that bottle cap. You gotta pick a number. Tell everybody to pick a number, and the closest one wins.
Pick a number. Sweet Crazy's here. Home Bees is here. Tech Moto's here. Mark's here. Dan's here. Mike's here. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So there's 10 watching, 11 watching, so you got to pick a number from 1 to 11. And whoever the closest one is.
Participants. No, that's not right. Yes, there is. Mad Kiwi, Mark, Sweet Crazy, and Tikamoto. There we go. Something's lying. I don't know. Nice gimbal. Is it for a GoPro DSLR? It's for a GoPro and a phone. So it's, what is it? It is, how do you pronounce it, Dan? Ziyan, whatever.
Hold on, man. My phone just froze. Somebody just tried to call in.
It's a Zoom Q
You
or
there?
something. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, here. Are you
I just
there?
messed it up. Yeah, the problem is, man, I gotta drop out.
Plug a charger into it.
No, it's not that. I just had an incoming phone call that screwed it all up.
Oh.
You're coming through my earpiece now on the phone. I can't. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Oh, dude, it froze everything. Damn. All right, boys. I'll catch you on the flip, man.
No worries, Dan.
All right, man.
You can drop me out, bro. I don't have a way to do it. It froze my screen.
Oh, shit. How do we do that then? Remove from the stream.
There we go.
No, wrong one. Back again.
All right.
Here it is. I'll put him in the green room.
I said, what is it? What's going on here? It says, I'm backstage. What's going on?
No, that's wrong. It's
I went backstage.
no,
You're playing yo-yo with me.
well, I'll put my. It's all yours.
Well, I don't want it to be mine. Nobody wants to look at me anyway.
The Kiwi Life. How's it going, mate? Did you get your shit sorted the other day from you going live? Copy. Paste. Chat.
So you going to buy this new drone that DJI's coming out with her?
No. I'm quite happy with my Mavic Air. It does everything I want it to do. And the funny thing is, my brother's got a Mavic Pro 2, and he said it was too big for what he wants to do, and he doesn't want to fly it 5 miles away because it costs lots of money. And he was impressed at my wee Mavic Air, and he went away for a day at the races up in Glenorchy near Queenstown, and he came back and he says, "Look what I bought!" And he bought himself a brand spanking new Mavic Air. He says, "It's excellent. It follows me. It can do all these super things and that, and it's 4K." And he says, "I don't really want to be flying it fucking 5 miles away, so it fits in his pocket and does everything he wants it to do." So he's happy. But like I said,
he should have done a swap with you or something there.
No, money's not a problem. I don't want his Mavic 2. No. I spent 3 months searching YouTube and people's reviews on the Mavic Air and that. And I looked at the other ones, I looked at everything else, and I thought the Mavic Air does everything I want it to do. And it has. I haven't got any swollen batteries or anything, and that's a year later. I haven't pranged it. I've replaced the props once on it. I picked up a set of Polar Pro filters for the camera. It cost me $60 second hand. So that was cheap.
Yeah.
The Spark's all right. It's only a 2-axis gimbal. It's just sort of got to do the old FPV flying on the Spark. But yeah, I know what I know, if you know what I mean. I'm no expert. I just do it. Just do it. See you later, Mark. You have a good one, bud. Say hi to Karen. Must be getting late over there. You learning, I see. I did my first live test the other day. I was pressed. Yeah. No, I've done a few lives. It's just what you see is what you get. Generally talking shit. Sometimes we talk sense. Just everything and anything. Doesn't really matter.
I picked up a couple of Mavic Airs at the same time. We got a computer place down here that sells drones.
Yeah.
And they all of a sudden, towards the end of the year, one year, it's been about a year now, but they started selling, their open box drones really cheap. I picked up, I bought like 5 or 6 drones from them, but they had Mavic Air listed on there. But they had 2 of them listed on there, and I went ahead and I reserved both of them.
Yeah.
And I went up there, and one of them was missing some props and stuff, and
that's nothing. That's nothing. That's $20. That's for the
Yeah.
air-screw one.
Right. But I mean, they had them priced at $300 each, and they were Flymore combos. And I reserved them, and I started complaining about the one missing all the parts and stuff, and it had a couple of, I think it was missing the little propeller guards and stuff.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So yeah, I mean, it was no big deal, but I was trying to debate him on price a little bit.
Yeah.
And because it said in the on the advertisement when I reserved it that it was complete.
Yeah.
So
if it's got no props or prop guards, it's not complete.
yeah, well, I think it was missing a few other little things or whatever. But I told him, I said, look, it's missing stuff. I said, it's going to cost me money to replace it, I said, the main thing is that it was listed as complete in your advertisement. So either you're going to have to lower the price on this one, or I'll just buy the other one, and you can keep this one. And I told him, I said, but whoever comes back to buy this one, you're going to have to lower the price for them too. And the guy says, well, hold on, let me get my manager over here. And the manager come over there, and I said, I don't know, he was going to knock $10 off. I said, no, I said, for what I got to put back into this, I said, I'll give you $200 for that one and $300 for this one. And I said, if you don't, you're just going to have to deal with the same thing when the next person comes in to buy it.
Yeah.
And I said, you're just saving yourself some trouble in the future. So go ahead and sell it to me.
Yeah.
So he said, all right. He rung it up, So I ended up buying both of them from him. I ended up crashing one of them. But
how the hell could you crash it?
Well, you see, I took it up and I flew it around, and I didn't know what the battery life was on it. But it was windy as all get out that day. And in the direction I was flying, I was able to get decent speed up. So I was still flying it around. And I usually push the limits on my drones to begin with. But the wind shifted in the direction, and I still had 30% battery, and I was about 3,000 foot away. And I've seen people fly 7,000 foot on 30% battery, but
with a Mavic Air,
wind started kicking up. Yeah, it was a Mavic Air.
Yeah,
I still got it, but
yeah, I know, but it's Wi-Fi. It's not OmniSync, and if you're flying that distance, even I my limit was 900 and something meters away, and I thought I don't want to risk it any more than that, because 900 meters, is a long way to walk to try and find it on farmland. And I thought, nah, I'm going to bring it back.
900 meters. That's about the same distance.
Yeah,
as I was.
No.
So,
if you get them cheap like that, keep one, sell one. That pays for the one that you got, so you get it for nothing.
Well, I thought about doing that,
and look after it.
Well, I was just playing with it, and I kind of pushed the limits on it, but the wind started kicking up really strong.
But they couldn't.
It slowed down to like 12 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And then it hit 12% on the battery, and it started flying off to the left. I don't know what the hell it was doing there.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any control over it. But I pushed it, and I thought I could get it back to me. And
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you go with the wind, and you think, "Oh, this is going really well," and then you turn around and come headwind back home, and it's going, "Nah, piss off."
Right, but the wind was in a different direction before.
Yeah,
and it shifted on me, so I should have made it back without any problem. But I'll fix it sooner or later. I mean, it's no big deal. It happened. I still got the other one. It's brand new. Only time I've flown it was in the kitchen. It hadn't even been flown outside. So
you got one new one and one spare parts one now.
Well, basically, but it broke one of the legs on it, so it's not a big deal to fix it.
Yeah.
But even at the price I paid, I got 2 Flymore kits, so I got a total of 6 batteries.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't want just spare parts, I got another remote control.
You know what a new Mavic Air battery is worth over here?
I don't know. They're $80 here.
$180.
Damn. How much is that in the US?
I think $1 New Zealand is about 75 American cents or something.
Okay, so that's still pretty expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't buy a Flymore combo. I just bought the drone with 2 extra batteries, and he gave me a special deal on the batteries. So I think my whole kit cost me, I think it was 1,700 New Zealand dollars.
Oh, okay. Not bad at all.
Yeah. So, but now they're cheap as chips, mate. I've heard people saying that a Mavic Air is $50 more than a Mavic Mini. So I know what I'd be buying. But over in the States, you've got to register these things and that. But over here, I've got 8 acres to play on, and every time I've gone out in the public, I'm usually by myself, and if I'm not, people come over and say, "Oh, what do you got there?" So I tell them all the bits and bobs about it, and they're happy. And the thing is that when drones first came out, they were going to say, "Oh, people can perv on you and look through windows and that." Maybe so, but those old drones were awfully loud.
Well, people just they want to assume the worst out of whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care where you are. If it's daylight outside, you can't see inside somebody's window because of the amount of light that's outside.
Plus, you get the glare on the window. It's like a mirror anyway.
Right.
So,
I mean, if you wanted to look inside somebody's window, I would do it with a camera phone. A drone's not gonna. They don't realize that people look like ants on these damn things. So, I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What people conjure up in their minds. They're curious about it. They want to think everybody's up. Oh, you're invading my privacy. I'm gonna shoot your drone out of the sky. I've had 3 different situations where I had a problem with somebody out here, and but I don't let it get to me. You know, people are just ignorant about the damn things.
Well, that's it. It's like government. You know, they've got these cameras all over the place on motorways, roads, traffic lights, rah-de-rah-de-rah. They could be done for the same thing, but they're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? BMAC, how's it going, BMAC? Aerial visuals. G'day to you. But yeah, the link's somewhere in the chat if you want to. If anyone else wants to pop up, there it is. It's not too far up because we haven't got massive amounts of people. I went in for a quick look. Tham, how's it going, mate? I went into Beasts Live they had the other day, and there was like 7,500 people in chat. The chat was just going around like this. It was just, it might as well be a bloody drone propeller. It was bloody ridiculous.
Damn. It must have been a famous YouTuber.
Oh, the Beast is. He gives away millions of dollars.
Okay. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, I think it's called. From memory.
I saw a notification on there, something about $500,000 for playing rock, paper, scissors or something.
That's the one. That's the one. That's exactly the one. We're doing all right, Tham. How are you doing, mate? Do you want to pop up? Link's up there somewhere. How's the world tour going? Are you finished? Was it number 7 now, isn't it? Just pulled into a parking spot. Be with you in a few. Got to go in the house. No worries. It's either really early or really late. What time is it where you are, Mike?
Almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's about 10 minutes to.
Whereabouts are you?
In Virginia. I'm about 40 miles west of Washington, D.C.
West Virginia.
No, in Virginia.
In Virginia.
40 miles west of D.C.
Right. So it's not Country Roads Take Me Home song then?
No, I mean, I'm a little bit out in the country, but not really. I mean, they built massive subdivisions across the road from me, and where all this used to be kind of, you know, on the outs with farms and this, that, and the other. But man, they bought some land across the road here and slapped a couple thousand houses down.
Yeah.
So on one side of the road, you can see it's all country, and then on the other side, it's all houses. So it's ridiculous.
Well, we're sort of smack bang in the middle of rural here. We've got one house across the road, which is probably, what, a couple of 100 meters across the road, I suppose.
Yeah.
The next neighbour's probably the same distance just down the road, and then there's us. There's only 3 houses up this dead-end road. But we've got the mountain behind us, which is good. So, yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I've got about 6 acres of land here. This used to be my parents' place a while back. I used to live up in the city in a subdivision, and man, I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there.
I've been there, done that when I was in the UK, mate. I lived in Avonmouth, which is just out of Bristol. I've lived in London, Exeter. Last place I lived in was Weston-super-Mare. I lived just out of Cardiff in Wales, just out of Birmingham and Polesworth for a bit. I also lived in a place over near Spalding, over in Lincolnshire as well. But being a truck driver, you went to where the work was. So, yeah, made my way south. But it's good down in the southwest of England. Less people. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine living in a subdivision again. I had, had people next door to me. They were trying to run a daycare inside their home.
Yeah.
And we lived in a court, you know, at the end of the road, you know, and they would let toddlers running around in diapers run around out in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
You know, I was getting ready to go somewhere one time, and I saw a toddler walking around behind me in a diaper through the rearview mirror. And I just, you know, I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah.
You know, that they weren't watching these kids. You know, people are paying them to watch their kids. And I just, you know, to think that something could have happened, you know, just because of their negligence.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't have to worry about that crap out here, you know. Always a neighbor doing something, you know, sticking their nose in my business. I'm not up for that crap anymore.
No. Well, I've got the old girl. She's 10 now.
Oh.
Hey, Shaylee. What have you been doing? Careful, careful, careful.
Cat wants a drink.
Oh, I know. She's just, yeah. She's out hunting most of the day, and then she comes in and finds somebody about, and then she's all loved up. There you go. You don't lie on the laptop. No. Do that. She can't do that. But yeah, I'm getting the studio sort of sorted out. B-Mac was saying, where is he saying? He'd like to, but he's just rebuilt his PC. Don't have everything hooked up yet. It's been a 4-day ordeal. And then he said, Mike, that's where his wife's from, and she'd like to go back to. She moved away in 79. Someone knows changed more than she knows. Yeah, it's the same. I moved away from my hometown back in 96. I came back a couple of times to visit, and yeah, all the banks are closed down, but it's more rural now than what it used to be. Dairy farms everywhere. So there we go.
Well, what state were you in there, B-Mac?
Captain Jerk. Look at that. Shouldn't you be in bed? Ha ha ha. What state? Where? B-Mac.
B-Mac said,
You got the channel.
Yeah, I can see the channel.
That's right. No worries. Tekken Moto.
Yeah, drop the link for me.
Pop in. If you got the link, grab it. If not, I'll just paste it in again and see what happens. Yeah, that works. Houston, Texas. But yeah, no. What do you think of the Air anyway? Is that the only drone you got, Mike, or you got other ones? Or
no, I got plenty of drones. I got you name it, I got it. I got the Evo. I got the Mavic Pro. I got the Mavic 2 Pro. I got the Mavic 2 Zoom. I got a couple of Parrots.
Got the
Parrot Bebop 2 and the Parrot Anafi. And I got a Phantom
What's
2.
up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up? You're up. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Put you, so you're up. What are you up to, Mike, anyway?
Well, I can't sleep. Kind of excited. I don't know if you've been following my videos, but I am coming off this COVID-19 thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been fighting that for a few weeks now, and tomorrow I will be cleared off quarantine. I am excited.
Tomorrow we go from level 4, which is the highest, down to level 3. So I'm going back to work tomorrow. So that'll be good. get out of this bloody house and do something.
Dude, I know how you feel, man. I actually caught this at work. I'm considered emergency personnel, and we have quite a few cases going around. So I ended up been stuck in my bedroom for 2 weeks straight. It is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I had an operation on my foot last year, and it was in and out in a day, more or less. I had the operation on the Wednesday. They said that I could leave the next day, and they said after the operation that I won't be going anywhere till Friday. But they said that you can go to the loo okay. Looks like you can shower and balance okay for a big fat bastard. So they sent me home the next day after the wife left the hospital, and she could have stayed and taken me home the next day, sort of thing, but it never happened.
I need a break.
Yeah.
So where you guys from? I know Mad Kiwi. What are you in UK or Australia?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Wow, beautiful, huh?
Kiwi.
Beautiful country out there.
Yeah.
Drone Ranger. Where you from, buddy?
I'm in Virginia. I'm west of DC.
Virginia, USA?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. You're right down from me. I'm up in Massachusetts, USA.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, a good buddy of mine is from West Virginia.
Oh, all right.
Small world, I guess.
Yeah, it is, man.
America's pretty big.
Hey, one time I was living in Japan, and out of the blue, I see an old high school buddy. And I'm like, what are you doing here? It was like the last place I would ever think a buddy from my home. It really is a small world.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like me when I was in the UK. In '97, I came back and did 10 months in West Australia. I said to my mate over there that I was staying with, I says, I'm yet to find anyone from my hometown. He says, don't worry about it. He says, it'll happen. Kept going back to the now defunct Outback Tavern, which was in Acton, West London. And we kept going there every night for 2 weeks. And on the very last night, before I flew out the next day, come across a friend that I'd known over here in my hometown. So it does happen. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's raining.
Really? That's the rain, huh? Oh, yeah. It's pouring out there.
It's pissing it down.
What time is it over there?
2 minutes to 5 p.m. Monday evening.
Oh, wow. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning over here.
You're blurry, Kiwi. Your camera's out of focus now.
Oh, there you go.
You're good, man.
So, Drone Ranger, I was listening to your conversation about crashing your drone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to say, don't feel bad. I've crashed 2 Spark drones already.
Oh, Sparks? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I kind of did the same thing you were doing. I pushed it, and that was a big mistake. I had one that crashed right into the ocean.
Well, I kind of pushed my drones to the limit anyway, as screen name goes. Drone Ranger, I'm trying to see what kind of range I get out of them. So, I got a couple of Sparks that I've flown that I've flown them down to like 10% battery. Just barely squeezing out enough to get them back. And I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I like the Spark better than I do the Mavic Air. I get better range out of the Spark.
Yeah.
And it seems like it fights the wind better than the Mavic Air did for me. I'm not trying to put your bird down near Kiwi, but
no. go and have a look at the video of the dam video I did with the 4 spillways.
Mm-hmm.
It was blowing like a bastard that day. And the old Mavic Air, she's going like that.
Right.
Everything's fucking, like, the gimbal works really, really well on it. And I've flown my air, and we get some strong winds here because of the mountain. And she fights it. It doesn't seem to bite her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got my Spock, and I like it. The reason I don't upgrade, my stepson has a Mavic Pro,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a nice little drone. It really is. It folds up, super compact compared to my Spock, and you get some good range with that Mavic Pro. And I think it does 4K. But I'm very happy with the Spock. It's small, it's compact, it's not that expensive. The accessories cost a lot of money, like the batteries, but I mean, what are you going to do, you know?
Your Mavic Mini that you've got isn't that much smaller than what the Mavic Air is, even though the Mavic Air is a bit more weighty. But when my Mavic Air is all folded up, I can put my Samsung Note 8 over the top of it, and it covers the whole thing. Just to give you some idea, like,
wow, that's pretty small.
That wide. That's a Mavic Air, but they fold up very well, and they can fit in your pocket. The Spark, they should have folded the bloody thing.
You know, I agree with you. I don't know why they didn't do that with the Spark.
Money.
Cost more, yeah.
Well, no, it's all to do with money, mate. It's all to do with money.
But having the Spark, it works for me. I just pretty much play with it, you know. I just can't get the wife to, you know, let her get me to spend another $1,000 on a different drone when I can't really justify it.
What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Ooh.
I've flown my Spark out from here. I've flown it out 8,000 feet, and I'm sure I could get better range out of it than that. But pushing it any further than that, I don't think the battery would last. So,
Oh yeah,
That's what I learned to fly on.
yeah, I've seen those.
They're a selfie drone. They've got a camera. Everything's on board. It folds up, but it's shite. You get about 40-foot range on your phone with it.
I think I got one of them somewhere around here. I don't think I've ever flown it. The legs fold up in it. Came with a real nice case and stuff.
Oh, here comes another one.
This is the other one I learned to fly on, and I think it's a Chinese copy of the Parrot AR drone.
Yeah.
But there's the camera there. You can take it off and stick it on anything you like. It's got a SD card reader in the back of it, so it could come in handy. But this one here, it's been taped up. It's been right to the top of the walnut trees, and I had to get a heap of handrails and screw them all together with a screw at the end of it to hook it out. That was funny. But anyway, like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I've got. Same as everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in any way tempted to buy this new one DJI is coming out with either. I don't know what it offers that I'd be interested in that I don't already have.
So what have you heard about the Mavic Air 2?
Well, that's just it. I haven't heard nothing about it that intrigues me other than, you know, supposedly it's got a little bit better camera than it had before or whatever. And, you know, it's going to have OcuSync too, and you know, so it looks like just an improved Mavic Mini is what it looks like.
I wouldn't like to compare my Air to a Mavic Mini. I think it's about 10 times better than a Mavic Mini.
Oh, no doubt. But they're making them lighter. And, it's just technology getting better with them.
The thing with that Ranger is the lighter they are, I'm not an expert here, but I would think the lighter the drone is, the less you can fly with them in like wind conditions and stuff.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, the wind's going to blow. It's going to be harder for it to fight in the wind, no doubt.
Yeah. But my Mavic Air is well, Mike knows they've got a bit of weight to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when they're flying, they're planted. It's like having fat feet on your bloody car or good suspension on your car. You drive it, it's planted. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and they also, the Mavic Air is meant to be faster than anything else in the air, isn't it, Mike?
I think it's as fast as a Mavic Pro or whatever. It's got plenty of speed to it.
They're quick enough.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You can have follow me on it and it'll do its thing. Oh, Mike gone. But whatever happened to Skydio 2? Was it a flop?
Oh, it seems like it's a great drone for what it does, but it doesn't have a lot of range to it. They went and put that Parrot controller on that thing, and there's just that's everybody's biggest complaint about it, is that it doesn't have any range to it. But
right,
it's not really, it wasn't really designed for that. It was made to track people and have that. It's got great obstacle avoidance. I'll give it that. It's actually an amazing drone for what it does, but it doesn't suit my needs. I have never tracked myself with a drone. I've got no future intentions of doing that, so it's not something I'm interested in.
Yeah. Like I said to you, I spent 3 months doing research on trying to find the right drone at the right price that does lots and lots of stuff, and all arrows pointed to the Mavic Air. I didn't want it to fly miles away. Having a 4K camera on it was a bonus. Having 3-axis gimbal on it was a bonus, and it folds up really, really good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I'm not preaching. I'm just happy.
Well, that's what I did when I got the Spark. At the time, that was like the thing. They didn't have the Mavic Air and all those at the time. And what I find difficult with technology is you buy something today, and then 6 months down the road, a year, there's something that's really a lot better.
Yeah.
And then you scratch your head going, geez, I just paid all that money for a drone. Am I really going to spend all this other money to get something that might do 4K? So, like I said, it's hard to justify in my book, but.
Yeah. I haven't had a firmware update for my Mavic Air for months and months and months. Probably 6 months or more. So, who knows? When the new one comes out tomorrow, they might throw out another firmware update. Who knows? Yeah,
that's another thing. Like you talk about firmware update. A lot of these companies, after a while, they don't even update anything anymore. So you're kind of stuck moving up to the next model.
I've got a fantastic old tower unit that's got Windows XP Pro on it.
Wow.
One of the most bulletproof bloody operating systems you could get. Can't update it anymore.
No, I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
No worries, Mike. If you shake it any more than 3 times, you know the rules.
I guess that's just an American thing, you see.
No worries, Sam. If you've got to wake up early, mate, you got to wake up early. But it's good that you could drop in and say hi to Keita for us. Or for me, or everybody, or whoever. But yeah, been doing good. Have you got yourself another job, Sam, or are you still sort of waiting on all this shit to go floating past on the next tide? COVID-19. The flu virus has been around forever. It's just a different strain. So what, you were crook for how many weeks, Mike?
2 weeks. I've been sick. I am just now recovering. And let me tell you something. It's not just the flu. I'd rather have the flu 10 times over than to ever go through this again. I was running a high temp for almost 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Couldn't breathe. Ended up in a hospital for 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I got asthma anyways, so that didn't help. And that made my asthma go through the roof, and I couldn't breathe at all. It was like drowning without the water. If anybody's ever had asthma before. But when you have an asthma flare up, it's bad. You can't breathe. So I spent 2 days in the hospital, got released, came home, and ran temps and coughs, and I've been on like medications to get through this, and I'm finally, thank God, starting to feel better.
Yeah. No, it's quite funny. Oh, Sam says that he shakes his 5 times because he's kinky. And hi, Keita May. She's right there with me. So having a good night. Yeah, it's just early evening over here. It's 12 minutes past 5 p.m. Monday afternoon. So yeah.
I can't see the chat. You can see the chat though, right?
I can see the chat. Yep.
But the guests can't see it. Oh, that's funny.
Oh look, I'm Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
But anyway. That's a good little bit of kit there. Clever little bit of kit.
What does that do?
Oh, it's a wee synthesizer thing. Where are we?
Oh.
Push the button, turn it on, turn the volume up full tit and see what happens. It's just a toy. It's like your Mavic Mini. Just a toy. Something to play with.
My wife says I got too many toys. Oh.
Us blokes, we were born with toys.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult, I got more toys than I ever did.
We were so poor at Christmas. The old man used to cut holes in their pockets so we had something to play with. But yeah,
good old days.
All my studio to date has probably cost me about $700-800 New Zealand dollars. So the only new part was that mixer, and that was $250 in one whack. So it's brand new. And I should have done some more homework. I should have got the FX model, and it's got a button that you can have sound effects on it. But this keyboard only cost me $60 secondhand, so do what you like.
Yeah,
play the piano.
Dude, you can find some good deals secondhand.
Oh, I'd rather buy secondhand than brand new, because as soon as you take it out the store, you've lost 50% straight away.
No, right, man. The same thing with motorcycles.
You can only sell something brand new for half the money that you paid for it. You're very, very lucky if you make more, unless you're dealing in classics, like classic bikes, classic cars, classic planes, classic whatever,
Yeah, it's pretty nuts when you I don't know, here in America, once a vehicle's titled, it's considered used.
Yeah.
And it's like, bam, 45% right off the price.
Yep.
That's how I buy my cars. I buy them used, leftovers, or things that come off leases. Best deal ever.
Lease hire is the best. Ex-lease. You know they've been looked after.
Yeah, I just picked up my wife's Chevy Equinox off a lease. Had 8,000 miles on it. Dude, I saved almost 10 grand on that car because I bought it off a lease.
Yeah, but it's not even run in.
No. It's like a brand new truck.
What is it, a truck or a pickup or
it's one of those family SUVs vehicles.
Four-wheel drive?
No, just two-wheel drive. Great little vehicle. The money I saved on it, couldn't believe it. Just over 8,000 miles. Was brand new. I was scratching my head thinking, how does someone keep this truck for 2 years and it only puts that much mileage on it?
Oh, they probably had two cars, and that was the second one.
Yeah. But, that's how I do it, man.
Yep.
That's how I do it. I don't go broke that way, you know?
Well, I got an old Isuzu pickup truck, same as your, what was it, Isuzu Love, LUV?
Oh, it's kind of like the rodeos they got here.
Yeah, Rodeos, Chevy, Holden, whatever they are. Same thing. It's all GM. But it's a 1990 model. And she'd done 250,000 kilometers, and I put some high octane fuel in it, and I don't know if it liked it or not, because when I took the head off, it was all pitted around the valves and that. But the head gasket was absolutely shot to shit. Like it was toast. So I've got it parked up, registered and warranted at the moment, which is the same as roadworthy, I suppose you call it.
Yep.
And I've managed to find another engine for it up in near Christchurch, which is like 7-hour drive away. But I've put $100 deposit on it, and he guarantees it's only done 150,000 K. So that's going to get dropped straight back into it. And I'll have my ute back again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough to get rid of.
The only thing wrong with it is it hasn't got power steering, and I got fat feet on it. And it holds the road like a bloody car. It's unbelievable.
It's tough to get rid of a good vehicle.
Well, it is, yeah. Japanese, isn't it? Isuzu.
Yeah.
Can't kill them.
No. It's kind of like the Hondas. They run forever.
Yeah.
Toyotas, all them vehicles.
I picked up a Hack just to get me to and from work. It's done 267,000 kilometers. It's a Toyota Synos. It's a little 2-seater sports car.
Oh yeah, I know those.
Three-quarters the size of a Celica, and it's only a 1300cc engine and a twin cam. It'll sit on 100k or 60 mile an hour all day, and it uses a fraction of the fuel. It's half the size of my ute. Ute being 2.6. So, but anyway, it's all right. Does the job.
Hey, I drive a Hyundai Elantra, and that thing is super good on gas.
What's that? A V6, isn't it?
No, it's a 4-cylinder Hyundai Elantra. It's a 4-cylinder. I actually bought it off my father-in-law, who can't drive anymore. And what a great little car, man.
Yep. Yep. No, there's good and bad and everything. Like, it's the same as when you're buying drones. You do your homework, you ask people, you look at reviews.
Yeah.
Rah. Go on what experiences other people have had with them, and you go on price, and you can't really go wrong. If you do go wrong, tough shit, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
You got a bad one. It was made on Friday.
Right? Everybody's thinking about Saturday night and stuff.
Yeah. You got a Friday one.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, I've had a few rotten eggs, so to speak.
Oh, mate, I've lost count of how many cars I've had. I got my license when I was 15. I'm 50 now. And
you're same age.
Are we? 69ers.
Yeah. I'll be 51 on the 28th. Woo! Best year ever.
Yeah. Born in the summer '69, and it was winter over here, so it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, a few more days. I'll be 51, the 28th.
Oh no. 28th of April. You're
Yeah.
older than me. You bastard. You're older than me.
Am
You
I?
old fart.
Oh, don't
21st.
feel bad.
21st of June for me.
Oh, you're just a couple of months younger. That's all.
Yeah, only a couple. Month and a half, really.
Yeah.
Wild Horse, how's it going, mate? So you're moto, as in moto Mike, motorbike Mike?
Yeah, I call my channel Tech and Moto.
Bit
I
of
do a little
everything.
bit of everything. Family, motorcycle trips. I repair my own bikes. I do my own car service. I work on
Same.
small engines, stuff like that.
We're the last of the old school, mate.
Yeah, there's not many of us left over. People ask me all the time, how do you learn all that stuff? You study, you read, you
God,
watch people.
you fucking twat. There's no one else in the house, is there?
Killing me.
Funny as hell.
What's his name?
Mike. He's Mike as well. Mike
Oh,
Lee.
Drone Ranger, you're Mike as well?
Yeah. I don't know which way to look at this damn thing. My damn screwy ass phone.
Look straight into the camera. You know the rules. Slightly to the left.
There we go. I'm just taking it the wrong way.
So, Drone Ranger, you got a channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. What do you do? A lot of drone stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I'd say about 90% of it's drone related. Oh,
Well,
y'all are just puppies, man. I'm almost 58 years old.
Oh shit, Mike.
Oh.
Fuck, every time you fart dust.
Dude, you got a cane and shit now?
I'm going somewhere around here.
He's upgraded to a walking frame. His motorbike's got trip on it.
Looking forward to those days where I need a cane so I get one of those cool looking canes. You know what I'm saying?
What do they call that? A hurricane or something?
What we used to get at school.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The one that's two-piece, you slide it down. It's got a sword built into it.
Yeah, right. In case you're going to combat or something. Oh.
Wild Horse,
Yeah.
you can pop up if you like. You missed out on Smitty was here and Outback was here. Tham's been and gone. It's all good.
I only shook it twice for you, Key, man.
Oh, that's not good enough. You got dribble then.
I didn't feel like getting into shaking it 3 times.
It took an awful long time to shake it twice, mate.
I was getting something to drink. I had to put on my mask for you, so, you know.
Right.
Yeah. He's the lone stranger, see? The lone stranger.
Yeah. Lone Stranger. Yeah, that's where it come from, is the Lone Ranger thing.
Yep.
If any of the kiddies remember him.
And
The
Dan's
Lone Ranger.
your mate Tonto. So next time we see Dan, we'll call him Tonto.
There you go. You do
It's a
remember the Lone Ranger.
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You still watch
grew
that
up-
every day.
Grew up with it. See,
No,
this here is English icon from back in the 70s.
Yeah, right.
Basil Brush.
Oh my God.
the kids say, millennials will say, "Oh, what is that? A Power Ranger or something?" You know, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not exactly a Power Ranger. Yeah.
Petra Rabbit.
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, kids today, they just don't know anything.
Yeah.
And just remember, it's the kids today that are going to be in charge of everything later on when we get old.
You damn right. That's why I'm good to my kids.
No.
But no, it's a different world. I raised 6 kids. I still got 2 16-year-olds at home, and it's so different than when I was growing up, you know, and totally, I don't know. It's just different. These computers have really changed things.
Yeah.
And now it's like an addiction now, isn't it? It's like smoking or drinking.
I've seen some studies done on stuff like this, like social media and stuff, and it is not good from what I see.
No.
They say that people are addicted to it, and the more time you spend on like social media, the more depressed you become.
It's been good during this lockdown, as far as I'm concerned, because I can talk to people all around the world.
Right. Stuff like this is pretty cool.
And local friends that you don't see that you normally would see during the day, you know, going to work and that. Plus, it gives you time to upload some and edit some film that you haven't done for quite a while and stick it up on the tube and see what happens.
Yeah, it's all good in moderation, but the kids today, they actually go through withdrawals when you take the electronics away from them.
Yeah, I actually seen that in my kids when I use that as a punishment. It's like the end of the world.
It is. It's like the end of the world. And the worst thing I ever did was give my wife my old Note 4 because it's got a bit more grunt than the old J5 that I gave her. Bought it brand new for her. But the J5 fits in my controller very nicely. So she's got the Note 4. And the CPU on that old Note 4 is pretty good. But anyway, that's Boise boy. It's got a good camera on it still. My Note 8's got a good camera on it. And what more do you want?
Well, what's the other one you're talking about? The Note 4?
J5.
Okay.
It's a good tiny wee phone.
I still have a Note 4 Edge that I use. I carry it around with me. That's my phone I take with me because I'm not worried about dropping it.
Yeah.
The phone I'm on is an S8 Plus right now.
Yeah.
But I don't take it with me. I don't want to damage it.
Well, your S8 is the same age as my Note 8, so
yeah,
2.5 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more than enough fun. It's compared to what they got out there, they might be a little fast or whatever, but it's a fancy damn phone. It'll do more than I'll ever need for it to do.
That's right. Yep.
Well, my last phone was an iPhone 5, and I had to upgrade because it just wouldn't do anything anymore.
I think with some of these updates they do to them, they slow them down intentionally.
Yeah, and that's what happened with mine. It just got so bogged down with the updates and stuff, and then they stopped updating them. So I ended up, going up to an iPhone 10, which is fine for me. I'm not one of those people to buy a phone every year like some people do.
No, I mean, I'd like to. It'd be nice to have all the latest
gadgets
stuff, but I don't need it. It'd just be a waste on me.
Right. But like I said, with technology, if they stop upgrading the phones and stuff, it gets to a point you can't use them. I got an iPad I can't use anymore. It just doesn't work.
I've got a couple of iPads. I've got an iPad 4 that I still use. But the newer one that I use more often is an iPad Air 2, I think.
Yeah.
It's 2 or 3 years old by now. But yeah, I got an old iPad 4 that I still use, here and there, but I don't use a lot. The
one I got
I
is the
don't-
first one they ever came out with. That's how old it is, and it's just you can't do anything on it.
yeah.
An apple's good for the doctor and good for the teacher, and it's good to eat. And the only other good thing an apple's good for is for if you're designing bridges, making music, or drawing, and that's about it. That's my
Right.
personal opinion. PC, Android, all the rest, nah.
I'm just reading the chat here. Wild
Bummer.
Horse and Dog says they'll be 55 in September.
I can't see the chat. How do I see the chat?
And I forget about the chat. He says, "Hi ho, Silver." I guess I was the Lone Ranger. I guess I was a while back. Yeah, it was 6-7 minutes ago. We're jamming out now.
Top of all Smoky.
Don't get you no copyright strike there, Keelan. There's the weasel.
God, I haven't heard those songs in many, many years.
We've taught Rocky McCockatiel how to sing "Pop Goes the Weasel," and he does the Addams Family as well. And then at night you hear him whistling away, and he's making up all these different tunes that we've never taught him before. And when we're not around, he can wolf whistle just as good as any workman on a building site, if not. Funny as hell. Anyway,
You got the itsy bitsy spider.
this one for Outback. Mary had a little lamb.
Little lamb.
You
Little
Outback.
lamb. That's what happens when you get tired.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? North or south of the border? Oh, don't touch your face.
It's a hard habit to get rid of, isn't it?
What's that fella on YouTube that plays the piano and the piano accordion and everything else? He just stands there looking at the camera.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
What is it, Mike?
I don't know this one. Trying to think of it.
It says Indians on here.
3 Little Indians or something like that.
I've heard that song. Sound like something they play at the carousel. The Saints go marching in. That old number.
Brown Jack. Anyway, that's enough of that shit. We went from 125 down to 5.
Oh,
So that's no good at all. So. They want to actually see you play something, don't they? People.
break out the guitar and play us a tune.
I can't play shit. I can play the organ.
Break that out, Tim.
No. They'll ban this altogether. We've been really good. We haven't really sworn a hell of a lot, so yeah. But anyway, guys, it's 2 hours 21 minutes. We've been going. So yeah, we've had some well-known people in the chat, and it's been really good. Makes a change. So who are the 6 still in the chat or watching? Do they count us? So there's 3 people in the chat.
I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Talk, we got Real Talk with Jake in there.
Real Talk with Jake.
And I'm sure it's counting me as one of the people watching, I guess. Even though I have nothing in a while, so I don't know.
Jake the bro, where is he? There he is. Chair. Come on up, brother. So there's 2 Kiwis and 2 Americans. We've got to even this up a bit, mate. Come on, Jakey. Come on, Jakey, you pussy.
I wonder if Dan's still watching. I'm sure he would have typed something by now if he was. So.
I know. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. So, have you seen some of my latest videos that I've posted, Mike?
I watched your man cave. That was pretty cool.
Oh, there's some other good ones there too. There's some good ones there. I got some really good footage of the dams and Butcher's Dam, which is a reservoir for the town of Alexandra, their water supply. That was bloody windy.
I'll have to check them out. I just subscribed to you, I think, last week.
Oh, okay.
But it's being a creator and trying to create my own stuff and being busy, it's kind of hard to go and check everybody's stuff out. I just don't have that kind of time. But I do make time once a week to check stuff out. So
yeah, being a creator, I just create. Just whatever takes my fancy. It could be the fucking alpacas one day. It could be flying the drone in a picturesque part of New Zealand the other day. It could be driving my car down to the shop.
Right.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I just post videos with friends and stuff. I don't really care about YouTube algorithm thing or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is like I'll be in the garage. I got that new bike. I bought that used bike, BMW. I'm trying to get that up and running, and at the same time, I'm trying to do videos on it and stuff. And it's time consuming.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you work full time, you know?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't, I don't put a lot into it. I don't edit any of my videos. It's just straight out of the drone or what's on the phone and upload it and I'm done. I don't put no end screen or beginning screen or nothing like that on there. It's just
I play with that, and that's beginning and an end, and that's about it really. And it's like the alpaca one. Sit down, shut up. I just cut a little bit out of one song that had that and had that right at the beginning. So sit down, shut up, and then the music carried on. Just something different. Throw it together. The good thing with Power Director, I suppose they're all the same, is you can chop them up and then throw them around. So you got the device not connected. Oh, nobody wants to see his face.
Well, I just did a new trailer for my channel, and it took me like 6 hours to put together.
Yeah, I know.
Going through videos and finding clips and throwing stuff together. And being that I'm a newbie at this, and I'm really not good with tech stuff, it takes me a long time to try to put something together.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Is it raining up there, bud?
I don't know. I just woke up from a nap.
Oh, you've had a daddy nap instead of a mama nap or a nana nap.
I don't know. I just got tired and went and had a sleep.
We had your MILF in here right at the start of the stream.
Yeah. She's got a thing for you.
I'm a married man, and that's the way it's going to stay. I've been trapped like that with these chat groups way back in, when was it, 2005 with Camfrog. I don't know. Do you guys remember Camfrog?
yeah, oh yeah. Is that still up?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it was created by two blokes from Texas, from memory.
Techno Mike and Techno Moto. I just typed a little bit of something there in the chat and make it a little easier if you want to come look at any of my junk, any of my videos. But I might be jumping out of here in a little bit.
Yeah.
A couple things to do before I crash out for the night.
I think it has rained up here.
Kiwi, you got to start going live more often, man. Come over here and hang out with you.
Yeah, hang out in the Golden Nugget.
Dan's not going live anymore, so you go live. I'll jump over here. Dan will come over here.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question about your Golden Nugget.
What's that there, Jake?
How come the dungy's on the outside?
The who?
The dungy. The shitter.
The dungy.
The toilet.
The outhouse.
The shitter.
Yeah.
Well,
I watched your man cave video and you walked around outside looking around and there's the toilet against the outside of the building.
Oh, that's the new toilet, second-hand toilet for the ensuite that we're building, and it's been there that long that the plastic seats got the big dip in it through the sun. It's melted down, so yeah, it's no biggie.
See, I do watch your crap.
Cool.
I don't even remember seeing that. Missed that.
Oh, you miss out on so much, Mike.
I guess so, man.
That's just random shit. It's not, like you get some creators and it's fucking everything straight down the line and it's all the same all the time, and I sort of break that mold a wee bit and just fucking random shit. Go for a drive in the car, go for a flight with a drone, have a look at the alpacas and fucking scenery and shit, I even posted 10 years of Mad Kiwi from UK times right through to now, dressing up with Henry VIII and sort of clothes and castles and shit. So
Saw that.
Joe Mack from Dublin in Ireland. I remember driving through Dublin and an Arctic 40-footer, and fuck, it was tight. It was tight. You're driving over the middle line through the middle of town. Did you go to Ireland, Jake?
No, I never went to Europe.
Never went to Europe.
No. I don't know. I wanted to go to the UK, but I didn't quite like the fact that I had to get a visa to go there. Because I kind of feel like they invaded our bloody country. We should be able to invade theirs.
Yeah, I know. I got a 4-year visa or work permit because my grandfather was born there, and then they changed it to 2 years. I think you're only allowed there for 1 year now. I'm not too sure, but I still got permanent residency because my wife's English, so it doesn't really matter. My passport ran out in 2015, so
I just think it kind of sucked that, like, because I looked at it and they were saying that, like, because my great grandfather was born there,
yeah,
so I miss out, and I'm like, well, fuck yes, you didn't ask to come to our country, so why should I have to ask to come to yours?
Exactly.
You know, like
Joe Mack was saying he's never been out of Ireland. You need to go to the Isle of Man for a look. It's awesome. For all those bikers out there. But even if you don't go to England itself, you can still go to Scotland and Wales. It's pretty good. But anyway, it's just travels that I've done. Being a truck driver, you get to go everywhere. Get paid to see the world.
I would like to go check out Ireland on the bike.
Oh, it's a pretty country. Oh, Mike's gone.
Mike's gone. Yeah, everything I've seen and heard about it was something I'm looking forward to someday.
Yeah. Yeah, do it before they close all the borders to everywhere, mate, because who knows what's going to happen with this COVID-19 bullshit.
Well,
They say that people that have had it, I'm saying people that have had it in Singapore or Thailand or somewhere, and they've recovered from it, they're getting it again. Only what I've heard. So you be careful, Mike.
Yo, this is all gray right now because nobody really knows anything about this virus.
Well, you do.
Well, I know what I've been through, but
I'm
hoping I don't catch it twice.
No, I wouldn't wish that on any fucker.
I'm hoping that I have an immune built up to it now, so I'm okay. Because when I go back to work this week, I'm going to be exposed to it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'll still be wearing protective gear and all that, but still, I had that on before and I caught it.
Yeah. Mike just said his battery died on him, so he must have been on his phone.
Yeah.
And Joe Mack says, I drive a Kawasaki UXP 1000 1993. Is that XUP or XUZ? I know there's a lot of Zs in Kawasaki's. But anyway, it's all good. So what sort of bike you got, Mike, that you want to get out and...
Me?
Well, you're the only Mike there.
Oh, that's right. We lost Mike. I have two bikes. I have a Harley Davidson Ultra Classic, and I have a BMW F650 GS.
A baby
Yeah.
Beamer.
Yep. Fun little bike.
What are they? The R1100s, are they?
No, it's a 650. It's 2-cylinder, street/adventure bike.
Those enduro bikes, they go up to 1100, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one I bought used. It's a 2006 with like 19,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It's like brand new almost.
Yep. That'll be good for 100,000 plus, wouldn't they?
Oh, easy. Easy.
Yeah.
The Harley Davidson I own, I bought that used, and that's a 2004, and I've got about just over 70,000 on it, and it still runs strong.
So your BMW will be a left-hand drive.
Mm. Oh, it's kind of like when I was in Japan driving those cars. It took a while to get used to driving on the left-hand side.
Like the left-hand screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I drove an F350 dual cab dually pickup truck with a 7.2 litre diesel V8 in it, stick shift, on a B road in England, and the fucking wing mirrors were in the hedge, and the outside dually was over the centre line. That's how wide these things are. First time I ever driven a left-hand drive vehicle. Not a problem, except for the hedges. But yeah,
Are the roads pretty tight up there? Or?
in England they're very, very tight, mate. It's old. They're only built for horse and cart,
Yeah.
and they've just thrown bloody tar seal or blacktop on them and called it a road. You got your A roads, B roads, and your tracks basically, but everything's tar sealed or asphalted.
Yeah.
But as Jake knows over here, it's just fucking your main drag's a bit wider than your normal road anyway. So
Right. It's kind of like here, same thing. Like if you go to the big cities like Boston, you got your main roads, and then you got some side streets you can't get your car down. It's just craziness.
Yep.
It's like nobody thought about the future when they built those things.
yeah,
Yeah,
state
Boston.
highway. Boston. You're at what?
Yeah.
Massachusetts, aren't you?
Yep.
Boston, Massachusetts, or not
Yeah.
quite?
Yep.
Boston.
Boston,
Yeah,
I was in Massachusetts.
That's all right. I've been to Boston.
I used to live in Dorchester.
I live just out of Boston in
Yeah.
a place Holbeach, which is in Lincolnshire,
Yep.
UK.
Good place. Good place to be from.
I think that's where your pioneers came from, wasn't it? Boston, England. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, city life's okay, but I like the open spaces. You know, I don't know. I've always liked the open spaces, but the only thing that keeps me here is my family and stuff. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
it's not like I like it here, you know. But family's here, you know, everybody's here, so I travel.
With like Jake, he's where you have the North Island in the middle, aren't you? And your brother lives 2.5 hours away from where I am right now.
Yep.
But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, family's family. It's a funny one. You're either in or out.
Well,
You
if it
go
was-
away to see if things change, and you come back and nothing's fucking changed.
no. If it was up to me, I would have moved a long time ago.
Yeah.
But just can't get the wife to leave the kids and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the wife. She can
No,
She can have the kids.
no, I can't do that. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, same with my one.
Yeah, got a good woman, man. I can't complain.
Yep. And my good lady's a probation officer, so.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, I know. But yeah, it's all good. Harley's the Harley Honda. That's when they stopped leaking oil, wasn't it? When Honda took over, they got decent fuel in the engine.
You're probably right. I don't know how anybody would ever ride those early Harleys, man. Oh my God, you had to fix them all the time.
Joe Max says, was married once, not anymore, thank God. Better on my own.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. If you got the wrong person.
I got married when I was 25, and then we were good as gold for 3 or 4 years, and then we went to England. I got my New Zealand license changed over to a UK one before the rules changed in 97. So I got it done in 96. And didn't look back, but I was away all the time. And while I was away, I was husband number 4 for my wife. And she was playing away while I was away. So silly me, I says, you can have the fucking house. So signed everything over to her. She held on to it for 3 years, and then she sold it for 3 times what we paid for it. But I'm better off out of it. Just before the divorce went through, she says, oh, do you want to come back and give it another go? And I says, nah.
Dude, I know what you mean, brother.
And then her parents died, and she ended up buying her brother out of the farm, and she's worth millions of pounds now. I don't care. I don't hold any grudges.
It's the way to be.
Yep.
I'm actually divorced. My first marriage did not work out well. We'll leave it at that. But I'll tell you this: I left. Best thing I ever did in my life. No sense in living with somebody if you're just going to be miserable.
Exactly.
And like you, I'm very happy. I started over.
Took me 13 years.
Wives ruin lives.
Yeah. I got divorced in 99 and got remarried again in 2012. So we've been together for, 8 years now?
Oh, you got a few years to catch up to me, kid.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I've been with my wife for going on 20. It's been a great years. It's amazing how you can find somebody who's a good match for you and how different life can be.
Yeah.
And like you, I got no regrets. I took my truck and tools. I left everything else to her. And I figured, hey, man, I started once. I can do it again. And I'm happy. Right. Very, very happy.
Yep. Joe says, I'll never marry again. Joe, never say never. Because you never know what's around the corner. If you're not looking, it'll kick you up the arse and you go, what the fuck just happened?
You're right, because you know what? I used to say the same thing. I'll never do it again. And
I said exactly the same thing too.
And here I am. Got a beautiful wife, beautiful family. So happy. God has blessed me very much.
But what did Joe say? He's 55. He's only 5 years older than us.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Why you say us? I'm not like 50.
How old are you, Jake?
48. Hey, those 2 years count.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what, Jake? I hear you, man. Those 2 years do count. Don't rush it.
It sounds like Jake's dreading turning 50. Fucking me turning 50 last year was a non-event because a good friend of the family popped his clogs about a week before my 50th birthday. So my birthday day was spent at a memorial service, sort of few drinks and food and that to say farewell, Lawrence. So, yeah. So 51. Let's see if coronavirus will let me have a few people round for that one on Midwinter's Day. Joe Max, 53. He's been on his own for 17 years. Yeah, he's still a pup. And the trick is, Joe, jump on that bloody ferry and head east a bit, or west, or wherever you want to go. Everybody knows the girlies like the Irish.
So, Jake, where you from, buddy?
New Zealand.
Biker's wife.
Oh, you're out there in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Aotearoa.
Jake's a Kiwi.
Jake's Kiwi.
I'm from the real New Zealand, though. I'm not from the bottom island like him.
Oh.
Wife. Yeah, Jake's from the Pig Island, and I'm from the mainland.
Thank fuck our borders are closed. He can't come and visit.
Yeah. I don't
He's
even want to
stuck on
go to
this
the North
island.
Island. The funny thing is, the top of the South Island's actually further north than the bottom of the North Island. Biker's wife. Are we allowed to call you by your name instead of saying a biker's wife? Could be anybody.
All the messages I'm getting. What happened? Your ship froze, bro.
I'm back. I'm back. I thought my phone was plugged into the power, but the switch on the switch was halfway. And I thought, oh, yeah, everything's going good. And then phone went dead. So I've just plugged it back in so it's charging. So I've got 4 people still here. That's bloody amazing. But anyway, it's all good. So if anybody wants to pop back, Joe's gone. Mike, Fraser, nice talking to you. I'm going to yeah, fair enough, guys. Yep. Biker's wife, are you still here? How's Outback getting on with his interview? T-Bird 6, how's it going, mate? It's been a long time. Ticking along. Yeah, I just had a bit of a technical issue. My battery on my phone went flat, thinking I've got it all plugged in. There's the cable, 3-meter cable. It's way over there, but it wasn't turned on properly. And of course, that switch is hooked up to the heater, which is hooked up to my fridge, which my brew's brewing in. So it would have gone down, but never mind. Yeah! Things are getting cold, so turn the heater back on. It's getting winter time here. So does anybody want to come up? If they do, just a quick pop in, hit the button, say hi. That's cool. No worries at all. No worries at all. What's been happening where you are, T-Bird? I haven't seen you on Spike's streams for a while either. It's all good. It's all good. All ticking along. Everybody's come a long way since I first got back into it again. Got the fan on, it's warm. Yeah, I got the fan on, it's warm too. It's all good. T-Bird 6. T-Bird 6. Europe, maybe? Yeah, too many live channels to hit them all. That's exactly right. Yep. Pick and choose. There's a huge following in the motorbike fraternity out there. There's just everybody's doing motorbikes, but everyone's all the same frame, mind frame, everything. Close to Queensland, that's the one. T-Bird 6 makes the number plates. I've got a few floating around. Actually, I'll show you one. I got one given to me from Pete's Dragon movie that was made here locally. I'll get the camera. That one right there. I was given that one 2015 when the movie, and there's another big sign there for us Lodge. I was given that one, and the guy that gave me the number plate gave me the police car light bar as well. So it's all good. There's a view. Woohoo! It's all good. It's all good. Oi! You got a Sheila rubbing up behind you. Yes. Ah, that's how it happened. Roland! One of those badges has fallen off, so it's floating around somewhere. Gonna have to dig it out. Ha ha ha. Mrs. Kiwi? No, that's Sinead the barmaid. My wife's called Siobhan, so we're keeping it Irish. But no, she was a mannequin I was given from the local recycling centre. I thought, that shit hot. All her bits are there, and I've screwed her to the floor, literally. It's all good. It's all good. Did you get your interview done, Outback? Did you? Oh, everyone's gone. Yep, cool. Umar. Is that native language for something? Umar. Oh, that's Aboriginal for sheep, isn't it? Gotta go. Some of us have to pretend to be working. No worries, bud. You take it easy over there in Queensland. It's all good. Thanks for dropping in, mate. That'd be good. Thank you very much. It's been a long, long time. Gonna record him singing with clipsticks later. Cool. Cool. See you, T-Bird 6. Do you want to pop up onto the panel? Outback. And Mrs. Biker's wife. Da-da-da-da-da. Go on. Yeah. $2:58.27. Almost 3 hours. Cool. So you want an alpaca outlaw? Most of the bloody Kiwi and Aussie alpacas are going to China. It's a long way to go. Long way to go. But yes. Who's that big fat bastard? Oh, it's me. It's cool. Yeah. But we're too hot up here. But they eat anything, mate. They eat all the shit in the paddock, all the dry grass along the fence lines and that. They don't really like green grass. Is there much grass up there anyway? I know my brother was bloody mowing bloody grass above his head. But he's getting on with the bloody Hayes Creek stuff. He's they've been busy. They've got bloody roof, going to be have new roof on it and everything. So it's looking good. I've seen you those latest photos. So ticking along. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, I suppose 6:15 p.m. Work again at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's all good. Lots to do. I've picked up an old Kiwi mower from the 50s for $40. That's in pretty good condition, so I'm going to give it a clean and screw it to the wall somewhere. Something different. Yeah, it's all good. Indeed it is. But anyway, folks, I suppose 3 hours later, it's time to call it quits. So thank you all very much for joining me. Thanks to Mike and Jake and Dan and everyone for popping up into the panel. Very much appreciated. And we had quite a few. We had Smitty earlier on, and we even had Rob from South Australia. Thunder Down Under. It was all good. Pretty old sheep then. No, I don't know, mate. I know nothing about sheep. We've got alpacas. Remember? Alpacas. Outback Outlaw Sheep Rustler. Oh, the lawnmower. No, it's shit. You have to wait till tomorrow. I get it tomorrow, so I'll give it a clean up and I'll screw it to the wall somewhere. And there's not a lot of wall left to screw it to, but I will find somewhere. But yeah, no, it's an old rotor cut with a 2-stroke JAP engine on it, belt driven, old school. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. It's a push mower that I'm getting, whereas Outback would have a ride-on mower, aka sheep. Get in there. Yeah. Okay, folks. Off skis. Look forward to your video, Outlaw, Outback, Outlaw. And yeah, we shall see you when we see you, because it's back to work tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen? So it's all good. Love yous and leave yous. And take care out there. Bye-zy bye. Bye-zy bye. Yeah, I know. It's all good. Smoke machine. Smoke machine. Yeah. See you later, fellas and felloresses. It's all good. See you on the flip side. Bye.